They might say things to you, but like, no, I have this document that says that this particular manifestation of Lyme actually exists, and it's on record.
Thank you, Jenna.
Thank you, United Nations. Thank you.
So, this is the beginning of the end. It is the end of 40 years of gross human rights abuse against persons living with Lyme and relapsing fever borreliosis and other co-infections from tick-borne diseases.
End it.
It is the end of state actors promoting policies that obstruct access to treatment options that meet internationally accepted standards, obstruct access to antimicrobials for systemic infections in the brain and nervous system, encourage the misapplication of fraudulent psychosomatic terms, to deny access to treatment options, and to force ingestion of psychotropic drugs. It is the end of financial status determining your access to care, and persons becoming disabled because they are denied access to generic medicines. It is the end of sick children under treatment being forcibly removed from their parents, and their parents being falsely accused of crimes, including Munchausen by proxy, when they are the human rights defenders of their children.
That's right.
It is the end of policies and practices that encourage euthanasia and disability over the use of treatments such as generic antibiotics and other generic drugs that have shown to restore the well-being and independence of many thousands. Not all, but they should be accessible to all of us.
Yes, that's right.
It is the end of attacks on the human rights defenders of this group. The defenders encompass all medical practitioners, scientific researchers dedicated, I'm talking about the ones who are truly dedicated, to ensuring this patient group will enjoy the highest attainable standard of physical and mental health. It is the end of state actors giving resources to entities and individuals that attack, smear, defame, or stigmatize these human rights defenders or these patient groups. Why are these people getting money? The U.S. government, NIH, has provided over $32 million in support grants to write articles that stigmatize us. How is this possible? It is the end of laws that encourage corruption and drive these abuses. It is the end of government institutions and officials responsible for promoting scientific and medical innovations being patent holders in the same arenas of competition, and state actors and practices that impoverish patients while enriching private insurers, private medical and scientific investors, and private individuals.
Get him, Jenna. Criminal.
It is also the beginning. All those concerned with public health, access to health care, scientific advancement that serve the common good, social justice, and human dignity need to fully understand this situation. It is big, it is complex, it is global corruption. These human rights abuses experienced by this patient group and their human rights defenders have been institutionalized over a span of 4 decades and encompass all actors found in modern medicine and public health systems. These abuses are not limited to persons living with Lyme and relapsing fever borreliosis and other co-infections. They are actually encompassing more patient groups every day. In other words, what's happening to us is being implemented against other patient groups because it's all about greed and profit. These abuses represent trending practices and policies, and they flourish in systems with weakening accountability and weakening transparency. They are driven by insatiable greed and a lack of empathy. They are boldly corrupting our public institutions, our elected officials, and our intergovernmental bodies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenna. We love you, Jenna.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job.